Did you know that changes to property taxes in the UK could drastically affect the housing market? In this video, we'll uncover the new tax reforms announced by Reeves, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, and what these changes mean for your future property investments. Before we dive into the details, there's something important you need to know. Did you know that over 95% of our viewers aren't subscribed to the channel? We get it, life gets busy, and sometimes it's easy to forget. But here's the thing, subscribing is completely free, and it really helps us keep creating the content you enjoy. So why not hit that subscribe button and join us? It only takes a second, but it makes a world of difference to us. Thank you for your support. Now, let's get started with the video. In recent years, we've seen a significant rise in property prices across the UK, which prompted the government to take serious steps to reform the tax system. With citizens feeling the strain of rising costs, there has been long-awaited talk about changes to the tax system. And now, we have the answer: major tax reforms are on the way. But these reforms won't go unnoticed. What exactly are these changes, and how will they affect different segments of society? The bigger question is, will these changes bring about social justice, or will they add an extra burden on the people? Today, we'll walk through the tax changes announced by Reeves, the UK Chancellor, and how they will affect everyone. One of the most notable reforms includes abolishing stamp duty on properties valued over £500,000. This tax was applied when purchasing a new home, and the new reform is seen as an attempt by the government to simplify the tax system. The aim is to make the system fairer, especially given the huge disparity in property prices. What does this mean for you? If you're looking to buy a higher-value home, the new system will be simpler and less burdensome. What about council tax? In an effort to create more tax fairness, the government is planning major reforms in this area as well. The new tax will be based on the actual value of properties, rather than relying on outdated evaluations from 1991. This reform will directly impact citizens, particularly those living in areas where property prices have seen a significant increase. What does this mean for homeowners? If you own property in an area that has seen a spike in property values, you'll likely see an increase in your annual tax bill. Another significant reform is the increase in tax on second properties, which applies to people who own more than one property. The tax on buying a second property will increase from 3% to 5% in England and Northern Ireland. In Scotland, the increase will be 6%. This change is aimed at limiting property speculation and encouraging the housing market to focus on homes for personal use, rather than investment properties. What does this mean for you? If you own a second home or investment property, you'll face higher taxes when purchasing or selling these properties. The new reforms aim to achieve tax justice across social classes. The government wants to reduce the wealth gap by imposing higher taxes on luxury properties, while keeping taxes lower for more modest homes. Will these reforms lead to greater social justice, or will they place an additional burden on the middle class? This is a question that will continue to be debated. But what does all this mean for you? If you're thinking about buying a property or already own one, these new tax changes will affect how much tax you pay. Whether you own a high-value property or a second home, it's important to be aware of the upcoming changes in the market. These reforms will continue to stir debate, and they're likely to have a significant impact on individuals and investors alike. Will these changes bring about social justice, or will they add to the pressure on the middle class? Time will tell. Do you think these reforms will benefit everyone? Will they help achieve fairness between social classes? Subscribe to our channel to stay updated on this topic and other UK news. Do you believe these changes will benefit everyone? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Want to learn more about how these changes will affect your daily life? Join our community now by hitting the subscribe button.